Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to one of the most shocking moments in the history of WWE, and I don't say that lightly. I've been watching since 1992 and this genuinely caught me off guard. It's been something that's been mentioned quite a bit in our community. It is something that has been brought up in watch-alongs, but I've always shot it down and I've always said I just don't see it. Because he hasn't got long left. He's trying to win number 17. Surely you stack the odds against Cena getting 17 rather than turning him heel. Because he can't be heel that long because he's going to retire at the end of the year. So, I mean, we're in March now. He's done come December. So, like, this just... I don't even know how to take this news, honestly. It is one of the most shocking moments I've ever seen, but my brain still can't work out as to whether I like it or not. And the reason for that is because people have bought tickets to say goodbye to Cena, and there's kids that have bought tickets to say goodbye to Cena, and I don't think people want to boo John Cena. Like, it's John Cena, one of the biggest names in the world, like a massive movie star. And so to turn him heel at this stage, I don't know if they've only done it for this moment. I don't know if they've only done it to provide this big shock. I don't know if it's the right thing to have done going forwards. Like, I know that this is something people have been waiting for, but it is so late in the day. It's so late to do this that it's not hitting the same as if it had happened 10 years ago when he was still a full-time competitor. You know, he's a part-time competitor. I know he's got a lot of dates coming up as we approach WrestleMania, but after WrestleMania, I'm sure he's going to go away again. And then I'm sure we'll build up to SummerSlam. Perhaps we needed it because we needed something big for Cody Rhodes. Perhaps we needed a heel for Cody and we just couldn't find one, you know? Perhaps it was going to be The Rock and The Rock is not available. And so we went and turned John Cena, and perhaps that was the thought process. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying it's hard for me to sit here and say this is the greatest thing I've ever seen because I was not expecting this and I would not have done this, right? Because I want us to root for John to get 17. Now, what, are we going to root against him breaking the records? We've just gone from wanting Cena to get 17 to now I'm guessing not wanting him to get 17. And how are we going to turn this around? Like, at the moment, like, no one's going to care about John Cena's final match. We'll watch it, but people will be booing him. So he's going to be heel, but he can't be heel all throughout the rest of this year. We are going down roads I would not have gone down. We are doing stuff I would not have done, but that is absolutely okay. It just means that as of right now, until I see how this whole thing's going to play out, I don't know if what we're doing is right or not. There must be a plan. There must be a long-term strategy. But how do we get him to 17? Are we going to do it with people booing him? How are we going to turn him face by his final match? Are we not going to, and we're just going to have people booing him? Like, this just changes everything, and it is so hard to wrap your head around. If you're sat there confused, you're not alone. What we just saw was one of the most shocking moments, and I genuinely can't sit here and tell you if it's a good thing long term. We're going to have to wait and see, right? We're going to have to wait and see what they've got planned and how this plays out. So The Rock came out after John Cena won Elimination Chamber, and that's another thing. He won Elimination Chamber, so he didn't need to do this. He's gonna main event WrestleMania. He's one of the biggest movie stars in the world. I think what would be good is if The Rock comes out and says, John didn't need my help with Hollywood, and he didn't need my help with getting to WrestleMania, but he needs my help for after he retires. What does he do after he retires? You know, I can open up doors for John Cena. You know, maybe he'll join me on the board of TKO. That's something that wouldn't have been available to him otherwise. And John didn't need The Rock's help for getting to WrestleMania. He just won the chamber. Had he have lost the chamber, this might have made more sense. but he literally just won the chamber. So he was going to main event WrestleMania anyway. He's one of the world's big movie stars. He doesn't need help there. He's got tons of Instagram followers. I'm not sure on the number. I'm sure it is below The Rock, but I don't know. This is just crazy. So The Rock came down with Travis Scott, right? Got his answer. Cody said, "Hey, Rock, go F yourself." It was a really impactful moment. He said, "I can't give you my soul. I gave it to the ring and I gave it to the people." Amazing moment. Amazing moment. And Cena's like, yeah, celebrating in the background, right? And then it was like, where's this going to go? How's this going to go? How's this going to play? And we've got the moment right here. I mean, so Cena comes over, look, and he embraces Cody. So he gives him a hug, right? And I think a lot of us were quite suspicious at this moment. You can see Cena looking at The Rock, right? And you can see the moment his face drops. The Rock then does that gesture, which we have seen The Rock doing before. And look at how serious the face is on John Cena in this moment, right? So serious look on his face as he goes back, still smiling. Bang! Low blow. And that is the moment John Cena turns heel. John Cena turns heel. Now, I did have an issue with Cody Cena face versus face. I didn't like that. I wanted to get a heel in there. I didn't think they'd do this to John because he's on his retirement run. He's on his farewell tour. We've done it, and now we're going to have to see if it works or not. For the first time, 22 years, John Cena is heel in WWE. And he just wallops him with the belt and everything. There was that look. It actually happened, said Kenny for your thoughts. This is how it ends. Travis Scott just chilling in the background. So there's always a plan B. And what the just happened. I mean, look at that blood coming down the face of Cody. Getting choked out with the Thai metal mama, thank you. This was like the closing image of Cena standing on Cody's head. Kathy Kelly, wow. WWE official account in tears. I am not saying this is bad. I'm just saying I don't know. Because it's so crazy, right? I need it explained. Why did you do this? Why did you take this? You was in the main event of WrestleMania. Everybody loves you. You're on your farewell tour. You're a part-timer as well. Like, if it's because you're worried about what's next in your life and you sold your soul to The Rock because of, like, you know, getting a bit of security, but he doesn't, he's got money, he's got loads of money. He's not struggling for money. He's not struggling for fame. He's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. He just secured it himself. That's what makes this a little bit tricky. That's why I need to hear from John. I need to know what's going to be said. There could even be a press conference right now, actually, where there could be a few answers doing the rounds. Not seen anything at this time. But there could be a press conference with John Cena. There is a post-show. We do have Triple H talking. So Triple H is talking. We've had Bianca talking. But at the time of recording this, there is no John Cena that's speaking, right? So there we go. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how people feel about this. I can't tell you as of right now. I'm just stunned by it. But there we go. John Cena turns heel at the end of Elimination Chamber. And the road to WrestleMania has very much begun.